Yoruba nation must not stand in Nigeria because we are against it. George Obezo says, hello, my wonderful people. This is one of the Indigbos. Okay, so this is a man from the southeastern part of Nigeria, and is one of those who is saying Yoruba nation must not stand. And people do not really understand what is his own plight with regards to whether Yoruba nation standing or not. Because as it stands today, Yoruba nation has already gone. Whatever anybody wants to do to it or whatever anybody wants to say, Yoruba nation has already gone. But guess what? This politician is saying, no, Yoruba nation must not stand. And people are wondering, but why? What's your plight? What do you mean by Yoruba nation must not stand? So you see, these are some of the things that are going on in this country. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. The ongoing rift between Yoruba indigenous and other ethnic tribes in Nigeria is already blowing out of proportion to minor and bringing about conflicts between ethnic tribes. In the western part of Nigeria, the passionate indigenes of Yoruba land are rising up to say we want out of Nigeria, to introduce a new nation for the people called Oduduwa. The Yoruba's indigenes are hoping to be independent nation which will generate its own sources of income from any part of Nigeria as a country. Earlier today, the popular spokesman of Sunday Igboho, whose name is Koiki, posted the recording video of Professor George Obezo on his official Twitter page. In the recording, President General of Ohanaeze Obezo told reporters that Yoruba nation must not stand in Nigeria because the federal government are against it. He also advised Yoruba's indigenes to avoid conflict and crisis with other ethnic groups in Nigeria. During the interview, here are some of the pictures of him speaking. And this is what he said, that the Yoruba nation must not stand. And guess what? People are saying, this is the president of the Ohanaezes. So that means some of them, some people among them, are those who are selling out their people. Okay? He said, why will Yoruba nation not stand? He said, because the federal government forbids it. The federal government forbids it. Is it enough reason? Don't forget that there is provision within our constitution that says if you want out, people must not be forced, coerced, and must not be intimidated. Now, within the Nigerian constitution, there is a clear provision which gives the people, do you wish to remain together as one? It's a question that needs an answer. And if the people say yes, just like we had a referendum in Great Britain sometime in 2016 now, there was a referendum. And what was the purpose of this referendum? They did not want to remain together as one, as one with the European Union called the EU. So people of Great Britain, England and Wales, they all came together and they voted in a referendum. In that very referendum, they came up with 51% of the population saying, yes, we want out of Europe. 49 point something percent of the population says, no, we want to remain. So it was the campaign of leave and remain. And guess what? The leave won the campaign. And before you could say Jack Robinson, on 31st 2020, Great Britain finally left the European Union, and today they are on their own because of the choices the people decided upon, and says enough is enough. We don't want to remain in the European Union. We want to be a country of our own, like we used to be before. So why will an individual sit down and say, you know what, I don't think you can leave? Why? The government does not want it. I don't think that's a sufficient reason. That's not a sufficient reason. And this is the president of the Ohanaeze. So what are we inferring? Let's look at this critically. It means that why some people like the IPOBs are saying we want out of Nigeria, we want to form our own indigenous Biafra Republic. Some of their leaders, I'm sorry to say, inferring from what this man has said, because he's the president of the Ohanaezes, yes, is sabotaging the process. These are people who go back to the government and say, don't answer them. We will tame them down. We will delay the process. We keep saying it again and again that disunity is the line that divides brothers. If brothers can remain together as one voice, one people, unmovable, steady, standing together and say, this is the goal, this is the objective. We are focused. We're going to achieve it. Come rain, come shine. This is the decision we are making. Even if there are external forces coming on, pushing hard on the people, guess what? They will thrive. Will they be oppressed? Yes. Will things be done? Yes. Will they go through hardship, torture, whatever the case may be? Yes. It's a struggle for survival. Go and ask Nelson Mandela. He will tell you what he went through. As a young man, he went to prison for 27 years. I can't remember exactly how old Nelson Mandela was when he went to prison. But imagine 27 years. Let's even say he was 22. I mean, but by the time he came out from prison, he was already an old man. He destroyed his marriage. Remember that he had a wife and he had children before he left. By the time he came back, many waters have gone below the bridge. I mean, would you blame anybody? Not really. Life happens. But what are we talking about? Did it affect him? Yes. They said because the federal government does not want it. No, it's not a question of the federal government. It's a question of have the federal government tried to reach out to these people and say, okay, we understand your plight. We hear about the agitation. We understand what you're going through. However, what do you want? How do we solve this issue together? Let's look at it logically. What can we do? Have the federal government tried to reach out to these people? I tell you the answer is no. Have the federal government tried to, dialogue and say, how can we resolve? We know that there are issues. Is there a way we can come together and solve this together? Is there, by the way, in case you're not aware, Nigerian soldiers were in Sunday Igboho's house, 3:37 a.m. You know what they intend to do? Catch him unawares, just like they did to what happened in the East. Yes, that IPOB commander was apprehended and eventually killed. 3:37 a.m. They were in Sunday Igboho's house to do what? To commit evil. So you see, this is Nigeria for you. This is the country called Nigeria. I mean, everybody at some point have to rise up and say the truth. Let's stop deceiving and pretending to ourselves. If it's not working, it's not working. Leave us a comment. We'd like to hear from you. God bless you. Have a fantastic day. Bye for now.